Good afternoon, good evening, good wherever you are. How's everybody doing? We are back with more Kingdom Come Deliverance. We'll get in, get on, crack on. Last time we were trying to get rid of some bandits in the woods so that we can find where Ginger is. Now, what I did was, off stream, I found the bandits and I did like a hard save. So we're here. This is where we left it off. Last stream I thought I died to these guys, but it turned out it was just a bunch of random spawn bandits nearby that had killed us. Not these two. But we found them anyway.
That's going to cost you your life. Are you going to cry now? You're dead.
Off to a good start.
What was that noise? Is that the best you can do?
I found out the difficulty differences as well with combat. In normal mode, the enemies are less likely to attack together when there's groups of them. They'll normally just like go on queue between each other, but on hardcore, they're a lot more likely to attack together, basically. Combat is a lot harder.
Come here, lily liver. Bring it on!
Oh, you just hurt my dog. I think my dog ran away.
What's the matter? Come on!
Oh.
Wait,
You get what?
what's going on? Why is my guy like looking everywhere all of a sudden?
I'll kill you! Oh! I'm over! Ow!
Damn it. Yeah, I got curious after the last stream and I decided to search it up, and yeah, apparently the enemies are a lot more likely to attack together. Like, well, one's attacking you from the front, the other one will like circle around the side and get you. Seems to be a common thing.
Why the fuck are we supposed to ring his neck? You're hesitating about killing someone. May the Lord fucking smite me.
Stick it.
Are you still standing? Ha what the? How are they still stand? Wait, him? I jibbed the crap out of him, and he was still standing.
What's going on there?
Did any of them even land?
Gone weak at the knees, have you?
Come here, lily liver.
that all you've got?
You're dead.
I'm gonna enjoy this.
Why aren't you dead? I've hit you a million times. But I think that's the other difficulty thing as well. They've got a lot more health.
I've been thinking it over, and I got an idea.
An idea? Wonders will never cease.
Is that the best you can do? I'll slaughter you! Gone weak at the knees, have you?
Alright, you're still alive. You should be dead.
You'll get what for?
Hey! Mother of God!
I love know what goes on there. And my shit suddenly stops connected.
Is that all you've got?
That baffles me, that's how sometimes some of me attacks, like, even though it's the same attack distance as the first few that connected, just suddenly just stops connecting.
What the hell?
Hey!
See? What the fuck? Bushes.
Is that all you've got? What's the matter? Come on!
Woohoo! Where am I? I'm a wizard! It seems to not matter how many times I actually land a hit. That guy just keeps going. Let's try go for the other guy then.
I'm gonna enjoy this.
Yes, combat is just really hard. As I say, once I get my stats up and that, it should be a lot smoother.
I was thinking we should go lop someone's head off, and the others assume.
How are you still standing?
I'm gonna enjoy this. What's the matter? Come on!
That's absolute. The amount of times I landed hits on that other guy and he was just like, yeah, whatever. I'm curious what their level is versus mine. I'm only like level 5. Oh, level 6. I'm not sure what the difference is.
I've been thinking it over, and I got an idea.
An idea? Wonders will never cease.
I was.
See, while I'm wailing on this guy, the other guy, like,
I'm gonna enjoy this.
steps in. And did. Oh boy. Hardcore mode is like just really hard.
I've been thinking it over, and I got an idea. Lop someone's head, and the others soon tell us what they know.
Then again, they might split your skull with an axe.
They wouldn't care, no more than those cowardly fuckers in the stud farm.
That was different. It was night, there was lots of us, and Runt was with us, and there's not many have the balls to face him.
Runt. Wasn't Runt one of the guys at the charcoal camp?
Greetings, my good man. May I ask you a question?
Ask first, then I'll ask you something.
Really? Good then.
Oh.
We're looking for Ginger, a stable
just kept
boy
running,
near the
attacking them.
stud farm. Have you seen him anywhere?
I don't know anyone called that. I'm not even from this part of the country.
What a shame. We're worried about him, but we can't seem to find him.
Truly, I haven't seen him. If I were you, I'd ask the charcoal burners.
Oh, definitely. Thank you for your advice.
Hello.
Shit! Ah! Oh! God!
You piss off while I'm busy. Right, it's him down.
Dear God.
Oh my god, really?
Way off. Yeah. Well.
Oh, hit the dog. Oh, you. Wait, why would he apply it to your weapon? I'm gonna strike. Yeah, that's something you drink. If you like Achilles, you withstand wounds easily. For 5 minutes, strikes will wound you 50% less. Why would you apply it to your weapon? Nanny?
Why the fuck are we supposed to wring his neck? You're hesitating about killing someone? May the Lord fucking smite me.
I'm going to enjoy this.
Glad you are. See, look at them, just both of them wailing on us.
What's the matter? Come on.
Imagine this against 5 enemies, because you can get attacked by like massive crowds.
Come here, lily liver.
This is insane. I definitely didn't struggle like this on my first playthrough with the game. Oh shit. No, I accidentally unlocked my Twitch chat from... Ah. Okay, I'm fixed. Yeah, I remember I really enjoyed the combat in my first play of this back when it first released. Hardcore wasn't a thing back when it first released. Combat on normal was just fine. It's way harder on the hardcore. Hey dog, don't give away my position this time. I'm gonna watch them for a minute and see what to do. Wait, is he going to sleep? Oh shit, I think he just went to sleep.
Is someone there?
You get what for?
I love know how he's still standing.
I'll slaughter you.
You should be dead.
You're dead.
I pressed block. What the fuck?
Come on then, Horson. What?
I'm dead. What the ever-living heck? I literally stabbed the crap out of him while he was lying down. He got up, and I continued to stab him like 2 or 3 more times, successfully landing. And he still was going. Barf. Barf.
Then again, they might split your skull with an axe.
They wouldn't care. No more than those cowardly fuckers at the stud farm.
That was different. It was night, there was lots of us, and Runt was with us, and there's not many had the balls to face him. Here, there's only 2 of us.
So what do we do then?
Sit tight and keep watching. Sooner or later, that boy will turn up. He'll skewer him.
I have a plan. Rather than go for the guy lying down, wait for him to lie down again, then go for the one that's still awake, like still standing. I don't know how quickly the other guy will get back on his feet if I'm not attacking him. Right, go, go, go.
What was that noise?
Right.
Dear God.
If you still beat me after all of that, I love to know how you're still going, mate. Stop hitting my
I'll
dog.
slaughter you.
How are you still going?
Bring it on.
You are a dirty little cheater, you. At least the other guy died quicker.
Yeah.
Finally. Holy crap. Piss off. Where'd your weapon go? That's his weapon. Where's his weapon? Where's his weapon? Yeah, where's his weapon? Drop him. I don't know where his weapons went. Ah, there it is. Right, we're gonna do a hard save, so I never have to do that again. I gotta see. Mercenaries bedfellow. Ooh, I can actually use that. I've got the right agility. I shall equip that. The blade that is the blade of this short sword, dulled by years of combat, no longer causes much damage, but a well-timed stab. Let me scroll down. Of the temper and still sharp point will catch a lightly armed opponent unawares. Hmm. They don't seem to change in appearance. Right, let's see. I'll put them on because they're not dirty. I'll put that on again just because it's not dirty. I'll bet that. Oh shit, I've just took that up. Bollocks. Um. Right, there we go. help myself to some of that. Nommies. I did way better that time against the two of them. Um... Oh, right. Horse can't carry you. Right. Save and quit. Right. Now I have to do that again. Like I said, hopefully once my stats get better and better, things will pick up and become like a lot more easier. And obviously I'll get more experience just in general with the combat. It's definitely way harder on this difficulty. I hope I did choose save and quit there. Otherwise, boy, will I rage quit. I've shaved my beard off. Literally about
Charles
half an hour ago.
King of Bohemia,
I decided to
Holy
shave it off.
Roman Emperor, had a long and successful reign. The empire he ruled from Prague expanded, and his subjects lived in peace and prosperity.
Right. La ta 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 ta. Right. So what have I got to do next? Head back to the camp, haven't I? Report the elimination of the bandits to the charcoal cleaners. Right, here we are.
God be with you, good sir.
I've taken care of those two cutthroats.
You don't look like you've been in a fight.
If you don't believe me, go and see for yourself.
All right, all right. All that matters is they've been taken care of.
They're dead. So, what was it you wanted to tell me?
Ginger was here, but the lads hid him away somewhere. I suppose there's no need for that anymore. He's in no danger now, is he? And nor are we.
That's right. You're safe now.
All right. They're hiding him nearby. A little way along the route to Uzhitz, there's a path to the right leading to a spring. From there, you'll find an overgrown trail to a ruined hut.
Finally, some useful information. Thank you, Charcoal Burner.
Good luck to you.
Good health to you.
You don't have to worry about those bandits anymore. I've dealt with them.
Really? And I suppose I have to take your word for it.
If you want proof, I can take you to them. Maybe I should have brought you their heads.
I'll take your word for it. All right, a bargain's a bargain. Ginger is hiding out in a ruined hut not far from here. You go along the road to Ujits until you see a path to the right that leads to a small spring. There's an overgrown path that leads from there right to where Ginger is. Keep your eyes peeled, though. You could easily miss it.
Good. Thanks for your help.
Farewell.
So head towards Ujits. Where? So follow the path and then take a little cut off over that way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, so look for a path that leads to a spring. Set on the right. Alright, and then look for an overgrown path along here. Is that the spring? Is that supposed to be the spring? It's a puddle. Alright. Now we're going to look for an overgrown path. This one? Aha. Found it. There he is, little shit.
Jesus, you've led me a merry dance.
What do you want from me?
I want to ask you a couple of questions. Why did you run off like that? Where are your cronies? And why did you kill that bandit?
What?
Right, one thing at a time.
Why is it like really dark?
Why did you run off in such a hurry?
Because I was afraid they'd come back and kill me.
Who?
Those bandits, of course.
To get revenge on you for killing their mate?
Killing? Me? I never killed anyone. God is my witness.
I'm looking for your friends. Where are they?
The charcoal burners? They're over at the...
To hell with the charcoal burners. Where are your bandit mates?
They're not my mates. They nearly killed me. I recognized one of them, so I thought they'd come back and...
Recognized? Who was it? Talk!
I don't know his name, only that he's from Ujits and he has a limp.
Go tell Captain Bernard what you found from Ginger.
What can you tell me about him? How do you know him?
I saw him a few times in the tavern in Uzhitz, playing dice and boozing.
And?
I know he lives in a house on the edge of the village, but that's all I know. I never talked to him.
Why did you kill that bandit?
What? Bandit?
This is yours, is...
That is mine, but I didn't stab him. That fellow took it from me.
What fellow?
I don't know his name, but he's from Uzhitz, and
He limps and he's from Uzhitz.
it's all I know.
And now tell me exactly what happened. And don't leave anything out.
That's quite a long story.
Don't worry, I won't get bored.
All right. I woke up in
You
the
still
middle
got a
of
bit
the
later.
night because I needed to go for a piss. So I went out into
And
the
it's
dark,
getting dark
same
again.
as usual, only there was something there that shouldn't have been. At first I thought it was just a trick of the light, but it
Look
wasn't.
at the light.
Then it was too late. They went past and I thought they must be horse thieves. I would have yelled, only I was afraid they'd kill me. So I waited until they were out of sight and I started to sneak away, but then...
Then the slaughtering started.
Yes. I thought they'd steal the horses and ride off. That would be bad enough, but then all the killing started and flames everywhere. It was terrible, like hell itself.
And then?
It seemed some of them didn't like it either. They started squabbling among themselves, and some of them started running back where they came from, right towards me. And I had that thing in my hand, the hoof pick.
So you stabbed the first one in the belly?
No. He ran right into me. He was running fast for a fellow with a limp. He pushed me aside and I fell on the ground. Then he told me I'd better lie low if I valued my life. And he ran off with the others. I did what he said and hid. Then the rest of the gang ran past.
And then?
Then I waited in case that limping one from Uzhitz came back. I didn't dare come out until I was sure. I think it was almost light.
What about the others? Was there anything you noticed about them?
I don't know. There might have been maybe 8 of them, and 2 of them were really big. That's all I can remember.
Do you know what they argued about?
I didn't hear everything, but I reckon some of them were only there to steal and wanted no part in the killing.
That sounds terrible. I know exactly how you feel.
If only I yelled. Maybe they...
If you had, you'd most likely be dead. It probably wouldn't have done any good anyway.
But still...
There was nothing you could do. That's all. I've heard everything I need to hear, so I'll leave you be.
Wait! What about me? Won't you help me out?
Perhaps I could. What would you like?
I'd like to go back to the stud farm, but those cutthroats who want to kill me are still around. Will you help me?
They're out of the way. I ran into them on my travels.
Really? That's great, but
What?
I'm afraid to go back to the farm. I ran away, and God knows what they'll think about it all. I don't know if they'll even want to talk to me.
Just try, and you'll see whether they drive you away or not. But if you explain it to them, they're sure to understand.
I suppose you're right.
Try and go on then,
Thank
then
you for
coming
your
back.
help, and God bless you.
Crack on. Yeah, lockpicking's way easier now. Sell them hides. Are you going or what? Oh, wait, that's the twin. Bye. Alright. So now I'm going to head back to Bernard. That is quite a ride back. That really is quite a ride back. Right, so same as last time. Head for the river. Then follow it until we get to the next charcoal camp. And then just stick to the road until we get back. Oh, this is the way to the road. There it is. There's the charcoal camp. I just hope we don't run into any bandits. Had enough of bandits for today. Or for now. I just want to get back and progress this part of the quest. The only worry is because, like, if you run into bandits, if your horse isn't, like, brave enough, it'll kick you off and run away and leave you. Now you see there's a bunch of them just scrapping there. So I'm gonna just vamonos.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I've just crossed past a bridge there. I think I've just passed there. Right, there's the charcoal camp. So I just follow on this road all the way and I should be good.
Yeah.
I'm sure they weren't there the last time. I was hanging people.
Yeah.
Getting a bit better at finding my way around. Hopefully.
God will reward you. Please, sir.
What? Please what?
I'm poor. Not a single grosh into my name. Please, help me.
I think you're full of shit.
Please, sir. Help me.
What's happened to you?
I've walked all the way from Kuttenberg, but as you can see, I'm barefoot. My feet are frayed to the bone. Don't you have a strip of clean cloth for me, good sir? So I can swathe my feet at least.
Wouldn't you rather have shoes?
What do you mean, sir?
Just what I said. I'll give you a pair of shoes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I seldom meet such a good Samaritan. God shall repay you.
Anytime. Take care now.
Yeah, I am a good man. Alley up! This game's so beautiful. Look at it. Beautiful. I've also bumped my bitrate and everything back up. Went back over, so it says I really at some point once this room's like been decorated, I want to get some proper like foam padding for the wall, and eventually I'm gonna like try and set up a system where I don't have to wear headphones. And I know it can be done because Core Carnage does it and Sea Dog VA does it, but I know the thing is Sea Dog VA's microphone, it costs $1,500. And I ain't spending that much on a microphone. But I do have a whole bunch of directional based microphones. Not sure where I put them. I think they're over there. Old like microphones that I've had, and they're pretty good directional microphones. All these is just like getting good cone-based directional microphones that cut out everything else apart from just like the narrower the better, you know what I mean? Because this one picks up everything around it. The Elgato Wave 3, it picks up everything around it. It's a bit quieter from the back. Like, for example, obviously I'm speaking at the front here, but if I go around the back, you see how like it gets a bit quieter? It's not as loud compared to like if I'm like right up at the front here. It's hard to give you an example. And then on top of that, it's just a case of like good filters and things like that. But today the filters these days are great, like the NVIDIA noise cancellation one. He had like a fast strut on. I thought he was coming for me there. Sir Bernard, I have returned. I am victorious. But then we're gonna go to Ushitz. For you shits, we shits, all the shits. Bernard.
Good health to you.
I talked to Ginger and found out what happened.
Out with it then.
Ginger fled because he recognized one of the raiders. He was afraid they'd come back to silence him.
Well, he was right. They were asking about him. So who did he recognize?
He didn't know his name. Some fellow with a limp from Ujits.
All right. Since you've gone this far, you may as well ask around at Ujits. We've enough to do here in these parts anyway. Sir Radzik will tell you about it. He said to send you to him if you haven't already been.
Okay. Report the progress of the investigation to Sir Radzik. Okay. Defense.
Can you teach me how to defend myself better in combat?
Yes, please.
Certainly.
I'd like to practice the basics.
All right, but it'll cost you.
You've been instructed to train us. By Radzigs. Why have I got to pay you?
Maybe another time.
I mean, I've got plenty of money now, sort of, but...
I'll be with you.
Oh. I think they've done that on purpose. I don't know if it does that on normal mode. where it keeps just opening up at a random location. I'm wondering if they've done that on hardcore mode, because obviously if the camera just constantly centers on where you are, then you'll not have to navigate. You know what I mean? It'll make navigation easier. Because obviously on hardcore there's no cursor to indicate where you are. Your character's little model isn't on the map. There is a mod to restore that, but I don't want to. Like I said, I'm enjoying that part, like figuring out where I am and getting the lay of the land. I just need combat improved, because combat on this difficulty is solid. Oh, he's here. Well, that ain't him. Ah, there he is. Hey, buddy. Shut up.
Greetings. What business have you?
My lord, I managed to find a clue to the whereabouts of the bandits.
Excellent. Bernard already told me what's been happening, but I'd like to hear it straight from the horse's mouth.
The whole story, or just the gist of it, sir?
It's up to you what you consider important.
One of the Neuhoff stable boys, a lad they called Ginger, fled from there and hid out with some charcoal burners. I have to say, there's a lot of them around. I never thought how many forges and ironworks they have to supply.
That's true, but keep to the point.
Oh, yes, sir. I had quite a job finding him. He was well hidden and with good reason. The bandits wanted to kill him because he recognised one of them.
Did he tell you what happened?
He said it wasn't one gang, but two. And one of them took fright when the slaughter started. Seems they were only interested in loot, so they quarrelled with the other lot. Then it came to a skirmish in the woods and one of them was killed. And the rest of them scattered.
And did you find out where they went?
All I know is one of them is from Uzhitz. I know enough about him to be able to track him down.
All right, but those cutthroats must know who he is too, right? And if they want to get revenge on him or silence him, you'd better hope they don't get to him before you. So drop everything and get on his trail. Find out what he knows and then report back to me. I'm going to our encampment at Merhayed to oversee the security of the region.
Yes, sir.
Strength and speech went up. Mysterious ways.
Why choose Merhayed?
It's somewhat at the centre of events, isn't it? And what's more, there's another stud farm there.
Sir, do you think they're going to try the same thing again?
I shouldn't think so. Everyone will be on the alert now, but the secluded dwellings are more vulnerable. There are few people in them. They're scattered everywhere and we can't guard them all.
But the bandits won't find much silver in places like that.
There's always a groschen or two, some food and so on. Anyway, how much silver did they get from slaughtering those horses?
True. If they'd stolen them, they could have sold them. Those were fine animals.
Exactly. It's not about the silver. It's about something else.
But what?
Creating fear. Such great terror that you won't even squeak when they come to cut your throat. Never mind raise your hand against them. Fear that will root you to the spot, staring like a rabbit entranced by a stoat, waiting for the death blow to fall. Helpless to do anything about it.
I have some news about the investigation, sir.
Good. Tell me.
The trail leads to Uzhitz. I found out one of the bandits is from there, a fellow they call Limpy Lubosh.
Whoa.
That's all I found out so far, sir.
All right. Come back and report to me as soon as you learn anything new.
We didn't get his name. How you suddenly got his name? No one knew his name. Just that he had a limp. What? Did I just miss something there? Yeah, that'll do. I'll sort it properly later.
May the Lord watch over you.
Yeah, where did he... How did he get the name? See, look, I've got to go to use it to track down that fellow with a limp. That's all we know. But he's just suddenly said his name. Okay. I think I know where the next story goes, like what happens, and I think I'm getting close to one of the best quests in the game. I think it was pretty early on in the game. Ah, I gotta go all the way back up there, and then follow the road up to Ujits. Bollocks. So I'll get back on my horse and then just follow the road again. Past the first charcoal burners. Cross the bridge nearby. This time I'm going across the bridge though. And then I've just got to keep following that same road all the way. Hopefully there'll be somewhere there I can sell some things. And I would love a schnapps right about now.
Yeah.
Why do I get the feeling I'm going this way right now? There should be a big open field area. I think I've gone the wrong way. I think I've... Yeah, I followed the road this way and I'm heading... I'll soon find out because this should be a dead end.
Yeah.
This is where the game ends.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly.
Yeah.
I can't leave now.
Yeah.
I still have obligations here.
Yeah.
I wonder if the maps will be like connected. I wonder if you'll be able to come back to this map in the next one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, so I'm now here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Horsemanship. I'll get my own agility up as well. At some point.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm wondering if I should do a hard save once I get to the charcoal camp over here. Just to be safe. Because there is quite some ground to cover between here and Usits. And like I say, if I bump into bandits, my horse will more than likely kick us off, and then they'll surround us and kill us. So I think I'll do a hard save just in case. Yes, I've always wanted that sort of setup where I can play without having to wear headphones and that. I can set it up where like music and things like that won't trigger the mic. And that's using the NVIDIA and Elgato's background cancellation plugins. But whenever someone speaks, it picks
Charles
it up.
IV, King of Bohemia and Holy Roman Emperor, had a long and successful reign. The empire he ruled from Prague expanded, and his subjects...
And that's where you get a really narrow directional based microphone. So then when the noise is coming from the TV, and if your microphone's facing in the opposite direction from it, and as long as you've got good, like, because like I said, I'm going to completely redecorate and I'm going to get some padding for the walls and that, and stop it so the sound doesn't, make it so the sound doesn't bounce around. And with that, it should work all right. I don't think it'll be as hard these days because of those plugins that are better at cancelling background noise. Yeah, I'll just have to wait and see. See, problem is I've got a bunch of other microphones over there, but they're all XLR. And the problem with that is I don't know where my XLR cables went, so I can't. I've got a sound mixer that they used to plug into, but I think I might have accidentally chucked my XLR cable away, thinking I was never going to use it again when I bought me Wave. Well, when I started using USB based mics. I'll give you a spy of the ones I've got. 1 second. Where did I put them? I've had many microphones over the years. There was. Yeah, I've had many microphones over the years. I've got a. Yeah, I've had more than this, but these are the ones that I've still got lying around. I've had other microphones and headsets and things like that. One of the early microphones was this Samsung, not Samsung, not the mobile brand. It's a Samsung microphone. I forgot had a little dial on it as well. For I think so. I had like I've got a headphone jack on the back of it. It's a good microphone. This. It wasn't stupidly expensive, but it's a Samsung. Samson, not Sun. UNG, sorry. And the little legs just fold up and it's like a little portal turret. Are you still there? That was one of my first. Well, I've had microphones before that one as well. And then I got the one of my other ones, which I've still got lying around, is me Blue Yeti microphone. Really good microphone. In fact, I'm curious. See, the good thing about this microphone is there was an option to like change its pickup pattern. You just change the dial on the back there, and that would change like it's how effective it was at picking up audio. But this damn thing weighs a ton. It is a chonker of a microphone. And then one of my first XLR microphones was this cheap thing. Literally just called Toner. I don't think it was me. Just literally just called Toner. Never really used this very long. But I think the directional bass pickup on this is good. However, that is probably even better. Like it's an actual, like do microphone. And from history, from what I know, these are probably some of the best when it comes to directional bass pickup, because they'll only pick up like when you're speaking into the top, and if you move it away, it muffle like if you ever watch someone on stage when they're speaking through one of these and when they move their microphone away, it just completely goes quiet for their speaking. So I'm wondering, now that we've got that in, because I've never tested this, I had this before, like the NVIDIA and Elgato filters were a thing. It's a good microphone. Like I said, it's simple, basic, just on off, but it's good for like a directional based audio, and that's all you really want. Anything like gain and things like that, yeah, it's fair. It's nice if it's on the microphone, but you can do that shit on your PC, no bother. All I would have to do is just get an extra mount for this, so that would fit. So I could just mount it on there, and connect it to my. I've got like I said, a little audio mixer from years ago. But I can't remember what it was. Sharp tell you. Audio. There it is. The first one that popped up. They're still selling them to this day. The Behringer Xenix with an X at the start. Just a little USB audio mixer. Got a couple of it's got one XLR input and a bunch of like red and white audio inputs. It's a bit outdated to this day, but again, if I hooked it up to today, because all this like filters and things that are available today, if I ran that through my Steel Series, because I think the good thing about the Steel Series audio mixer compared to Wavelengths, they're not picky. The problem with the wavelength software, if I unplug this microphone, the software stops working. It doesn't let you use it unless this is plugged in. You can use another microphone by adding it as another source, but you still have to have this plugged in as well, otherwise it won't let you use the software. Which, to this day, everybody's begged Elgato to, like, allow you to use other microphones without being forced to use these. Now, the Elgato software is good, don't get us wrong, but it's not without its hiccups that it's had through over the years. Because I bought this Wave 3 the second it was released. And like I said, the Wavelength software is just... It's had its fair share of hiccups. But yeah, I think this would be my good solution for like a headphone setup. Coupled with the NVIDIA and Elgato audio filter, VSTs, VTSs, whatever the fuck they were called again, the filters. Because they do the work of cancelling most of the normal background noise. And they, as well as like filtering out some of the vocal. But then this would work together with that, because like I said, this one's... It's definitely going to be a lot more narrower compared to this. So at some point, out of curiosity, I'm going to get myself an XLR cable and test it. And if I can get it set up so I don't have to wear headphones anymore, happy days. It's the only thing about streaming I hate, having to wear headphones. I said, if you get your setup good enough, get proper sound padding, and get all the filters set up, the noise gates and everything tweaked just right. Like I said, if you look at Sea-Dog VA or Core Carnage, they've got theirs set up perfectly. But like I said, they use very expensive directional bass microphones. Very expensive. Like I say, Sea-Dog VA has his listed on his channel, and if you go to his Amazon link that he provides, it costs like $1,500. I ain't spending that much on a microphone. Fair enough. If I wanted to push my streaming and grow it and become, you know, to the point where it would be worth it, you know what I mean? But I'm not interested. Like I said, I had my fun with streaming back in the day. But the key reason I always got into streaming was just so I could just chill out, play my games, and just chat with people. It was never a goal for us to become big. You know, I did all right back in the day, back in the earlier days of like Justin TV and the early days of Twitch. My channel was all right. These days it's pretty much tanked, and I don't care. If I cared, I would have stopped streaming. But like I said, I don't care. I just enjoy just chilling, playing my games. It's got to that point now, it just feels weird not streaming while playing my games. If I'm just sat in silence playing my games, I tend to just get bored. And it's because as a kid, I liked sitting with friends playing my games. That's like that's how it was before Xbox Live, before PlayStation Network. That's how it was. You would sit on your couch with your friends, or sit up in your friend's room, or they'd come over to your house and you would just chill together and just play your games. And for me, that was a part of the package of gaming. These days, like I said, as soon as Xbox Live and PlayStation Network came out, that sort of just really fizzled out very fast. It became less of a thing, which was a shame. Because, like I said, for me, it was part of the package of gaming, chilling with you. I mean, you weren't always doing it. You would chill and like I used to chill and play like obviously Final Fantasy 8 and 9 and things like that all on my own. But if a friend was around, or if I was around at theirs, we'd be chilling, playing games and hanging out and that. These days, everyone's grown up, you see, so there's not as much of that these days. I wish I was young again. I don't know if I've crossed the right one. I'm hoping I have.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I am now off on a journey somewhere else. I think I'm off on a journey somewhere else.
Yeah.
Wait, no. Split path? No. Yeah, I think we're fine. I think we're here. We're just here.
Yeah.
Should be a building in the middle. Maybe? Yes? No? Uh-oh. Where am I? Who am I? Just keep going till I hit a landmark. Right, so where are you in the grand scheme of Christmas?
Yeah.
I just want some sort of road mark. Like a little shrine or something. Just to put a marker on the map so I know where I am. Interesting set, thank you very much. Hey, okay, we are on the right path. I'm just good at finding my way around now. I just keep second guessing myself. Okay, so why what's interesting about it? Is it because of the tree? The unique tree? Is there anything here? Ooh, I wonder if the second one will have swimming. That would be good.
Yeah.
There it is, Ushits, right ahead. Well, here we are. Neuhof. According to written chronicles, Neuhof by Sasau was a noble's court, which was destroyed during extensive floods. The small town of Novidrov Dvory was built in its place. Ushits, the first written mention of Ushits, dates to 1284. Until 1552, ownership of this small town was split between the Lords of Talmberg and the Lords of Ratai, who eventually became its sole owners. The medieval Church of the Assumption of the Virgin Mary, built in the 12th century, stands in the center of the village. Oh, I'm sure one of my favorite quests happens here. In fact, just the best quest. It was just so funny. If this is the place I'm thinking of. Ah. Look at the view. Earth Purdy. Ah, yeah, I remember. How did we get his name? Did I miss when it was mentioned? Other than him mentioning it himself, how did Henry get it? I must have missed that part. There's been a murder.
Move along, citizens. Move along. There's nothing to see here.
If that's what you call nothing to see, I'd like to know what something to see looks like.
Just Henry stand there going,
Jesus, St. Peter. This is all I need. We'll have to send word to Sir Hanush.
That might not be necessary.
Who are you?
I'm Henry of Skalitz, in the service of Hanush's Captain Bernard. I'm investigating the attack at Neuhof, and I think this could be related.
Well, I'm the bailiff of Auschwitz. And I say we don't want any of that kind of trouble around here. What makes you think this has anything to do with Neuhof?
One of the folk at the stud farm recognized someone from Auschwitz among the bandits.
We have no bandits or murderers around here.
Really? They say he had a limp?
Shit. Well, allow me to introduce you to Limpy Lubosh. Or all that's left of him.
We were too late. He's been silenced.
Sacre.
Ugh.
Nothing's ever easy. I'll have to take a look around and ask a few more questions, if that's all right with you.
You can take this mess off my hands and welcome to it. As for what else there is to find out, I don't know. But look and ask all you like.
Well, thank you. Thank you kindly, stranger.
Who was Limpy Lubosh?
A poor crofter and a scoundrel. Can't say I'm too surprised what happened to him. He kept company with all sorts of vermin. He was always getting into some kind of trouble. Punch-ups in the tavern and what have you.
Right.
How come he limped?
He got that from some villainy or brawl a long time ago.
Has he been up to anything suspicious lately?
I don't know. The last few days he didn't go anywhere. He was home the whole time. But he always kept everyone in the village at arm's length.
Did he have any kith or kin in the village?
None. A loner he was. I don't know the last time I saw him with anyone.
Do you happen to know where he was on the night of the Neuhof raid?
I've no idea. He kept his distance from other folk, so you never knew if he was away or holed up at home.
That lot of good you are.
When did you find the body? And did anyone see anything?
Just now. And nobody saw or heard anything. I don't know how they could gut him like that without someone hearing him scream.
Lord above, they did a hell of a job on him. Must have been agony. How come no one heard anything? An inscription in blood. It's a pity I don't know how to read. Looks like they wanted to give someone a warning, but who? And a bandit who knows how to write isn't something you see every day. Armour? Well, it seems Lubosh wasn't your everyday crofter. And judging by the bloodstains, it looks like he lived the way he died. A bed?
A bed? You think? No, I'm not trying to rob them. I'm seeing if there's any there. Anything that'll give us a clue. I'm investigating.
Lord above, they did a hell of a job on him. Must have been agony. How come no one heard anything?
Well, looks like the only clue we're getting is that yeah, so is it just I guess I get to keep that. All right. By asking the locals in Ushitz, I found out the limping bandit I'm looking for is called Lubosh. Yes, in Ushitz, exactly. That's where you were supposed to find his name, but somehow you magically pulled it out of your arse way back when you were talking to Radzig. Must be a psychic, Henry. If anyone knows more about Living Boss, maybe I'll learn something useful. Alright, I need somewhere to sell some things because I am overburdened. I am overburdened. I can't carry anymore.
No, but I cut off the top roots at the time.
So you did half the job at least.
If only. It took me 2 bloody days to dig it out. I had to dig a trench all around as big as the gates of hell to get at the last roots.
Well, at least you got it done. You could have waited.
Where's all the shops?
She only started not long ago.
Dabba-dabba-dee-bobba-dee. Trader. I really hope they tidy up the icons on the next game as well, because that there is just a mess. Or at least, or make it so you can zoom in even further, because that's the problem. You can't zoom in any further than that. Oh wait, tell light. There you go. Maybe it's only when you're in towns you can zoom that far in, because when I'm out in the nowhere, it doesn't let me zoom that far in. Yeah. See, it won't zoom in any further when you're like in these parts. It'll only do it in towns. Like that. I see. Scribe. Ah! You teach me to read, because I am dumb. And then we can read the blood on the wall. Excuse me, sir. I am dumb and cannot read. Please teach me.
Jesus Christ be praised.
I'd like to learn to read.
You? You don't look like the makings of a priest or clerk. But why not? I've taught all sorts. Bear in mind, it won't be all that easy. You'll need plenty of time and a few groschen for my trouble.
All right. I don't want to waste time. We can get started. The sooner I master it, the better.
Very well. I will require some groschen from you, though, and set aside at least a couple of days so I can put you through your paces, if indeed time is of the essence.
Go.
Here are your groschen.
Then we may as well start.
Hope that doesn't screw us over, because obviously we're busy
He did break his vow.
in the middle of the investigation.
Dishonor it here. May he follow his heart.
5 years later.
Wake up, lad. It's time we were getting on. So, let's see you read a bit. There's
Read
a
the
book here on
book.
the table. Try to read it.
Will I manage?
You ought to be able to. It's a simple text. Come back once you've worked your way through it.
One day a countryman going to the nest of his goose found there an egg all yellow and glittering. When he took it up, it was as heavy as lead, and he was going to throw it away because he thought it a trick. He thought a trick had been played upon him. But he took it home on second thoughts and soon found to his delight that it was an egg of pure gold. Every morning the same thing occurred, and he soon became rich by selling his egg. As he grew rich, he grew greedy, and thinking to get at once all the gold the goose could give, he killed it and opened it only to find nothing. That guy's an idiot. I'm good. How much did he charge us? Oh, 60, wasn't it?
I've read the book.
Wonderful. So tell me, what have you learned?
There was something about some fellow and a goose.
Ah, well, the main thing is you've managed to read the book. The rest is just practice. Only through a careful reading will you uncover the real meaning of the text. No book is written on a mere whim and without purpose. Like I told you, books are valuable, and the words that you place in them ought to be no less so.
Does that mean that I can read then?
Yes, you have the foundation. Remember, my boy, the pen is mightier than the sword. To fully learn your way around words will take a lot more reading yet. Now we'll move on to the second lesson, which will be much harder. Many books are written in Latin, the language of erudite and religious men. If you really want to be able to read, there's no getting away from Latin. There's a book on the table with some text. Read it and then come back. You need not understand it, but you should master the letters.
I only just managed the fable about the goose, and now you're asking me to tackle Latin.
You're a clever lad. You'll manage.
Which the same as the book changed? No? Where? Must be this one. Gobbledygook.
I read the page.
So tell me, Distupule, what's written there?
Not a clue? Oh, shit. I thought we were just going to go back and be like, yeah, I can't understand that. Shit.
Nullus est liber tam malus, ut non lique parte prosit.
Good heavens! Don't tell me you haven't had lessons before. Excellent. Well, there's nothing more I can teach you. Congratulations. You can go and be ordained right away.
Thank you, Domine. I'm feeling a lot wiser.
New perk point available. Reading. When reading, you'll get tired and hungry twice as slowly as normal. All books are cheaper in shops. Alright, there we go. Now we can read, so maybe now we can read the bloodstain on the wall. I remember when I taught to come here to learn to read. Alright. Wait. I thought they'd gotten rid of it.
Judas. Looks like this is meant to be a warning. But for who? And why? Maybe the gang had a falling out. But a bandit who knows how to write isn't something you see every day.
Right, so now he's read it. It says Judas. Now, right, let's go try and find somewhere to sell things, and then fix up our gear and whatnot. So now, maybe if I go on to the other guy and tell him that that blood on the wall says Judas, maybe he'll be able to point me in a direction. So where's the trader? Ah.
You can get.
Boot? A boot.
Come right up. Would give him a taste of hell before carrots, onions, radishes, everything you need for a proper soup.
My respects to you. May the Lord watch over you.
Alrighty, alrighty. Help!
Good luck to you.
Alright. Ah, the train has only got so much. Oh, I'll keep them. Need to equip them. Same with that. In fact, what I should be doing before doing any of that. Go over what I've got. um... Yeah, I don't want to put anything Cuban on because people might be like, ah, it's a Cuban, get him. Right, there. I think now I'm good to get rid of everything. Where's the other item that was... There it is. Dump them. Not my problem anymore.
God be with you.
Alright. Um... Alright.
Let's have a word about the price.
Naturally. Aye, that would do it.
Bam. Right. So now I was saying whatever I've got left to my horse, and we'll just get rid of it later. Wait, where's all this damn weight coming from? Where's all this weight? Oh yeah, I forgot about like the hides and that I'm carrying. Why have I got a cobweb? Right. Hey, Sephiroth. How do? Right. Dog, can you get out of the way, please?
Take care now.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Naturally.
Is this enough?
You won't convince me with that.
No, but I will bring you right down.
Oh, that's a decent price.
Thank you. All that armor that I just sold for 280, and I just got 2 schnapps out of it. Yeah. But rather than waste my savior schnapp, I'm gonna do a hard save. What's that? Had to fix a bug in some programming for tomorrow. Ugh. Yeah, I was talking about how eventually what I'm going to do once like everything's decorated, I'm going to get some like sound form and put that up, and eventually I'm going to work towards getting a setup where I don't need headphones anymore. And I was talking about like maybe using this XLR mic that I've had for a long time. Yeah, an XLR microphone that I've had for a long time. But the reason why it's because this will have a good like directional based
Bohemia,
audio.
Holy Roman Emperor, had a long and successful reign. The empire he ruled from Prague expanded.
Pick up, I
and
should
his
say pick
subjects
up, not
lived in
audio.
peace and prosperity.
So would there being like a yeah, I'm sure you've seen people use these before on stage and that, you know, normally when they're talking at them, but the second they move the mic away, you can't hear them anymore. And it's because these tend to have really good, like, surround cancellation. I've had this for years. I've got another one exactly the same lying around somewhere. Difference is, when I used to use them, the NVIDIA, pretty much, it's... I don't know what it is. Like, it doesn't have a brand or anything on it. I got them years ago. I got two of them, exactly the same, both red, with the black top, with the XLR connection on the bottom. And I used to use them with me Behringer audio mixer that I had, which I've still got over there as well, but I need an XLR cable. I don't know what I've done with my cable. I think I threw it away thinking I wasn't going to use them anymore. But obviously now you've got the NVIDIA background cancellation and the Elgato background cancellation plugins these days, which are really good. And I think combined with that and this, I might do a good job, as long as it's like pointing away from the TV and I get proper sound pattern on that back wall so it doesn't like bounce back, you know what I mean? I think it'll work out pretty good. And obviously we know it can be done, because look at look at Core Carnage or Sea Dog VA, as I mentioned earlier. They've both got setups where they don't use headsets. However, I do know a Sea Dog VA's microphone costs £1,500. It is an expensive microphone he uses, and I'm guessing it's the same with Core. But because of that, he's able to play his games, chat with his friends during gameplay, and not have to worry about his mic picking anything up. But like I said, as long as you get good soundproofing on the back wall, so like when the sound's coming from my TV and bouncing off that wall,
Garlic, beetroot, asparagus.
dampen it. Right, so we are investigating the Moida. Yesterday's mission, a group of bandits attacked a stable where they were like raising horses and things like that. We had to investigate what happened. Shut up! We had to investigate what happened. One of the stable hands that worked there ran away because he was worried that people would think that he was involved. But, well, so that's what we originally thought. Like, everyone thought he was involved. But then when we found him, it turns out he ran away because he recognized one of the bandits and he was worried that they would come back to try and kill him. Which is right, there was people trying to silence him, which we killed those bandits. And then eventually he's told we're about the guy that he recognizes from here where we are now. And of course we've arrived here. Only... hang on.
Yeah.
I'm sure this is my favorite place. I'm sure this is the place I'm thinking of, where the best quest in the game is. I hope this is the place. This Ushitz. But yeah, we've arrived here in Ushitz to try and find that guy with a limp. Only to find this. He's been strung up and disemboweled, basically. And there was some blood smeared on the wall. But Henry can't read, or he couldn't read. I went to the local scribe and he's taught us how to read. And that basically says...
Judas.
Judas.
Looks like this is meant to be a warning. But for who? And why? Maybe the gang had a falling out. But a bandit who knows how to write isn't something you see every day.
Shut up. Alright. Where do we... So now we've just got to hang around town and start questioning the locals to try and figure out who knew him. He was called Limpy something. What was his name again? Limpy LeBoche. Which is interesting because the guy who described him from the stable said that he walked with a limp. And his name's Limpy LeBoche. I suppose the next point of call will probably be the tavern. Probably would be the best place to start gathering some info. Oh, hang on.
Somebody help me! Ow! Catch him! Lost your wind.
Boa yaho!
Bollocks!
Are you gonna surrender? Are you gonna surrender? I'll tell you what, I'll be nice. I'll put my sword away. And I'll... Why isn't Henry swinging? Why? But never mind.
My God! Here! Don't let him get away!
Hope you're not gonna go snitching on me, but oh shit, did I accidentally fire that arrow? What's going on? What's that symbol at the top? I'm confused. I think something's gone wrong. What, Nanny? I helped you.
Had enough.
Please, leave me be. For the love of God, I only stole a piece of bread. I was starving.
You'll die for that. Hey, back in those days, that actually happened. I think the last man to be hung here in the UK was hung for that same reason. I can't remember. I don't know where it was. I remember my dad telling us about it. It's like somewhere like down south, somewhere. Like someone that used to like break into people's houses and steal bread and things like that. And he was like one of the last people to be hung.
No excuses. Hand it over.
Here.
You got the thrashing you deserved. I hope you've learned your lesson.
I'll amend my life. From the very foundations, believe me. Hey, you! Halt!
You really let him go? Just like that? And did you get the loot back?
What's going on?
I did. I have it here.
Thank you. That thieving magpie. You can't trust anyone these days. And just so you know, I'm no pinch.
I think I'm gonna have to
Here's a small
reload.
reward.
I think I'm currently being attacked.
Surrender! You'll have to answer
Wait.
for your law breaking.
What are you doing attacking us?
Surrender now! Hear me?
Just kill us, because I don't like that. If you want to reload, it won't let you manually load your exit save. You've got to die for it to let you use your exit save, like your save and quit. Kill me! I must have accidentally hit somebody. Because when I put my sword away, I think I accidentally took my arrow out and shot somebody, even though I didn't see him fire it. But there was an arrow on the floor. Also, Sephiroth, it's gone! I decided to get rid of it earlier. Yep. I stopped stream for like 20 minutes, went away and got rid of it, shaved my head as well. I started to get a bit sick of it. It started to make us look a bit like a bum. And if I'm going to be going to interviews, I don't want to be showing up with a scraggly beard on the bottom. So, back to clean shaven. Hopefully I bump into that dude again. It's the only reason why I'm walking down this path, so I can go back up and then hopefully bump into him. No. Maybe I gotta wait till it's a little bit later. I'm hoping if I stop that dude, my reputation will go up a bit in the town, so people will be more likely to speak with us. In fact, I don't think this is the right town for that quest. Oh, wait. It might be. That building back there looks familiar. The one without the roof. And again, I don't see a chapel anywhere. Didn't it? Then again, the description said there was supposed to be a chapel. Oh, wait. I think it's right at the back there. Because it did say it was in the middle of the... In the town. In the middle. Its description. Right, how about now? I don't see the kicking working, like, I'm pressing kick and it's... it doesn't seem to work. Well, it doesn't seem to be happening this time. Let's see what happens there. Wait just a little bit. No? Well, whoever that is, I'm guessing they're getting away with it this time. Oh well, never mind, moving on. Where am I going to sleep? What about in the place where that dude was strung up? There was a bed in there. No, because the only option it gave us was to investigate it. Where it was like, it's a bed. Guess I'll just have to pay to stay at the inn. This is the place. Oh, this is the place. Oh, I can't wait. Best quest in the entire game. We're not quite there yet. I think I'm close, though.
Good day to you. What do you need?
A place to sleep.
Is there somewhere I could sleep here?
Certainly. For how long?
I'll just do it one night at a time for now.
Just the one night?
All right. Money up front, though.
2. That's all right. I'll haggle you down to 1.
That's quite a lot. Can we discuss the price?
Doot, 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 doot.
What about this?
See, my final...
You won't convince me with that.
My final offer perk stops them from getting angry.
You'll like it here. Like sleeping on a cloud, it is.
Like, gives us like a one last chance.
Where do I go to sleep?
You'll have no trouble finding it. Right inside the door to the building, there's a ladder up to the loft. Your bed's ready there, and a trunk for your belongings.
They'll get angry and basically they'll end the conversation, and when you try and trade with them again, they'll increase the price.
God be with you.
So where did he see you? Ah, right, up the ladder. I remember this place. Nom from pot. Pot nom nom. Pot noodle. Ooh, I could go for a pot noodle. I've got some noodles though, like barbecue noodles downstairs. I might make some of them. It's about time I got a bit of an appetite. Just talking about pot noodles, suddenly my appetite just went, I want that! Give it! Ah, I think, if I remember, I think storage is universal. It is, yeah. Storage is universal in this game, which is good. Well, saying that, we've got my mother's made like a big pot of stew, but for me that never fills us. I've had one bowl of it. I'll probably get another bowl in once I'm finished. In fact, I might go get one now and just nom it while I'm playing. I don't know why it always keeps unequipping that. What is my horse's current load? Like, is that his carry capacity or mine? That's his, so he's at 136. I need to get some stuff off of him. I'll do. Oh, that dog's annoying. Yeah, let's say I've just had that one bowl of stew. I haven't really, with us being thick, I haven't really had much of an appetite. But now, since I've just suddenly spoken about pot noodle, my appetite just suddenly went, I want that! Give it! Why must I had less weight than that before? Nah, I'm gonna get some more of that stew. I'll go grab some in a second. It should be still warm. And I'll just nom on that while I'm playing. That's something else that was annoying as well about the beard, because obviously when you're eating things like stews and soups, anything that's got a bit of juiciness to it, it like drips onto your beard and you're just like, eh. Get off. Right. Holy crap. Henry must be knackered. I think it's just because this bed, the comfort on it is poop. So I've just had to like sleep for way longer, and then I've got to wait 2 hours to get rid of me nightmare perk. Alright, now again. I do, but it doesn't seem to be working. Like, it's not triggered yet. I don't know what's going on with it. Maybe it only works if you, like, sleep out in the wild. Maybe it doesn't work if you, like, sleep in towns. I don't know. It's just not happened yet. I got it because I thought it would be funny waking up in a random location, but yeah, it just hasn't happened yet.
Good afternoon.
Ooh, bit of bacon. Can we cook it? Cooked horse meat. -6. Okay, it's bad just to get the bread, because the bread doesn't have like a negative effect. It gives you just about the same. Look, that gives us 15, but it's -1.5 on my energy every time I eat some. The cooked horse meat is -6 for 18 nourishment. Mutton's -3, so you might as well just eat bread. 17 nourishment, no negative energy or anything. And just always
Let's
haggle
talk
on
about the
everything because it
price.
raises your character stats. And once again, take advantage of the fact that I've got that perk to...
Satisfied?
Normally, if I didn't have that perk, if I did that, they'd be like, "Now get
It'll
lost."
take more than that to persuade me.
Well, that's a decent price.
Alright. Again. Where's...
Look what I've got for you.
food
You'll
that
love
expired a long time ago. Enjoy. Alright, now again. Every time I just want to use that save method because it doesn't cost us a schnapps. I'd prefer to use the schnapps when I'm in the middle of like some story quest that you're stuck in a place, you know what I mean? Hopefully my delivery will come tomorrow. I hope. As I say, we've not had any post for the past few days. Hopefully tomorrow I'll get it. I was originally wanting the PS... Hang on. Intro will be loud. I was originally wanting the PS4 version, but I bought the Switch version
Charles
instead
IV, King
of the
of
Pixel
Bohemia and
remaster.
Holy Roman Emperor, had a long and successful reign. The empire he ruled from Prague expanded.
I already own it on the PlayStation digitally, but I wanted a physical copy.
When the emperor died,
As I said, this year I'm going to try and get out of the habit of buying things digitally. Which is, it's kind of worrying because it's been discovered that last year, so I think Sony or somebody, I can't remember who it was, Sony or Microsoft or somebody announced that physical sales were down 38% last year. And if it keeps going down, it'll give developers not the excuse to say, well, we're just not going to release physical copies of games anymore. And I would hate the day when that happens. Yeah, I wanted to. Yeah, I guarantee. That's probably how it would happen. The day, because obviously everyone like, is my camera stuttering or is it just me? I hope I'm not getting that issue again. Like obviously the way it's our fault really, because the problem is when things are available digitally, you can just at the press of a button go buy and it's there, it's downloaded, it's on your system and it's good to go. And it's because of that a lot of people end up buying digitally. I do the same thing. Monster Hunter Wilds, I pre-ordered that digitally because I know it'll be available come midnight and I'll be able to just crack on with it. Whereas when you buy them physically, normally when I buy from Shop 2, I get my games a day early sometimes, but I think they've been cracked down on that and they don't really do that anymore now. They ship so you get it on release. Yeah, people buy them for a lot of different reasons. Some people just don't really take good care of physical discs and things like that. But I think not a lot of people are aware of that fact that when you're buying digitally, you don't actually own it. I don't think there's enough awareness for that yet. To be honest, I would think if a lot more people were aware, if a lot more people were aware of it, digital sales would just plummet because people would be like, "I'm not buying that if I don't actually own it." And there's the other side of buying things digitally. Like imagine Steam. Like I've had my Steam account for years and I bought hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of games. Now, if that Steam account gets banned, that's it. What happens to all your purchases? You basically forfeit them because, again, there's that rule you don't actually own them. you lose them. Same with Xbox Live or PlayStation or Nintendo. If your account gets banned, I mean that's never going to happen to me, but it will be happening to others out there. You know what I mean? People will, because obviously you've got little shits, going on to Xbox Live or going on to PlayStation and yelling down the mic, being racist little shitheads or what have you, and so their account gets banned, or they're going on to Fortnite and being little shitheads, whatever. And their account gets banned, and they then go crying to their mother, and obviously the mother or father is obviously going to be like, well, hang on, I pay, because obviously the parents are the ones that's forked out all that money, and their stupid little kids gotten their account banned, and obviously the parents aren't going to understand that. They're going to be like, hang on, I paid all this freaking money. Right, so we need to start investigating.
God be with you.
Is there anything suspicious going on in these parts?
Indeed, there is. Just last night, Father Godwin was here.
Father
pouring
Godwin!
Fire and brimstone down on old Gertrude, the herb woman. He's not one to make a fuss over some trifle either. Oh, and another thing. Around here, you should hear about what Vashek the groom has been up to at the stables. When the head groom told the lads here, they fell off their seats laughing.
Father Godwin, the best character of the whole game.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
I don't know nothing about it, but ask all you want.
That man Lubosh who was murdered, what was he like?
I didn't really know him. He kept to himself, even in the tavern.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Come to think of it, he was in church yesterday. He was even talking to the priest and went to confession. I was wondering what he was up to take to the faith all of a sudden. But I suppose no sin's too dark for God's mercy.
All roads lead to Godwin. Yes.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
I was coming from the tavern very late that night, and I caught a glimpse of someone entering the village. He looked like he was in a hurry. It was only a shadow against the sky, but after what happened, I wouldn't wonder.
Do you know anyone Lubosh used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
Not with anyone from the village. He used to sit in the tavern next to us sometimes, but he never said much.
That's all. Thank you.
You've done enough, good man. Go back to work. You've pointed me in the direction I need to go. Talk to the priest. Oh, Godwin, where are you? Is that him? I think that's him. Hey, Father Godwin! Ow! What are you doing, you prick? Father Godwin, I have come to talk. Put down your stick. He slapped the Lord into us.
Good afternoon.
You live here?
Of course.
I mean here, in the presbytery.
Yeah, right here.
In the presbytery? With the parish priest?
Yes. What's the matter? Don't you like me?
Yes, of course I like you.
So why are you surprised Godwin likes me too?
I'm not. I mean, I see. I think.
God bless.
Nanny! What the deuce? Oh boy, just wait until you see the things he gets up to. Oh, dog, shut up. Every 2 seconds, moo. Well, I came to talk to him, but he's just swinging a sword. Hello. Hello. Stop. Hey, that worked.
I see you know how to wield a sword, Father. I wouldn't have expected that from a man of the cloth.
With a stick. I practice with a stick. Reminder of my youth and days gone by, and it helps keep me in good form.
The blessings of our good Lord be with you, Father. I'm here in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa, investigating the massacre at Neuhof, which seems to be connected to a murder here. Can I ask you a few questions?
It seems Sir Hanush is employing children as investigators. But ask as you wish, boy. I hope this nasty business will be cleared up quickly.
Did you know Lubosh? What was he like?
Bit of a lost soul. Simple, rough fellow, but at heart I don't think he was such a bad person.
Did you notice anything suspicious recently?
My child, all sorts of suspicious things have been going on recently. People like Lubosh don't know what to do about it, and sometimes they do stupid things.
That's really not a lot of help to me, Father.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Now move on.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing on the day Neuhof was raided?
Unfortunately, I do know. And I'd like to help you with your investigation, but I can't.
What?
I'm bound by certain vows that forbid me to tell you.
Vows more important than catching dangerous murderers?
There are laws of God above the laws of man, son. And one of those is the sanctity of the confessional.
Uh-oh. It's flaring up. It's been pretty chill for the past few hours. It's starting to flare up.
Father, surely you can't be serious. There must be situations in which you can make an exception.
There are things that apply always, no matter what the circumstances. And this is one of them.
For heaven's sake, Father, can you really look me in the eye and tell me that when you know you may be condemning innocent people to death?
I can. Because if I broke that vow, the consequences would be much worse than if I didn't. Maybe not immediately, but one day. The mills of God grind slowly.
Father, Lubosh was my only lead to the Neuhof raiders. Only he could tell me who was responsible for that massacre. If I don't find out who it was, it will probably happen again. Surely you wouldn't want that.
I wouldn't. But I can't betray the sanctity of the confessional. I'll tell you what. Give me some time and I'll try to think up some way of helping you. Suppose we talk it over in the evening. In the tavern.
Yes.
Over a cup of good wine.
Yes.
Maybe we'll come up with something.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Father.
Yes, let's go. Now. Oh, wait, let's go. No, let's go. No, let's go. Okay. Hello, useless. Meet the parish priest in the tavern in the evening.
Apples straight from the tree, melons right off the vine, and beetroot fresh from the field.
Good scribe, sir. This is the guy that
God
taught us to
be with
read.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanish of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
Of course. Ask away.
That man Lubosh who was murdered, what was he like?
He was a drunk who was always looking for a fight. Nobody liked him much, but I wouldn't wish an end like that on any man.
Neither would I.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Well, now I think of it, I hadn't seen him around for a while. No idea where he was skulking.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
Not a clue.
Do you know anyone Lubosh used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
He was a loner. He didn't even have any mates in the tavern.
Yeah, everyone seems to be saying the same
That's
thing.
all. Thank you.
Nobody really seems the norm.
God be with you.
My respects to you.
Apples, melons, prunes, sweeten up your day.
The parish priest here in Ujits, he's a peculiar sort of cleric. I noticed he's quite handy with a sword.
He is indeed. He's as hard as nails. More than once he's intervened in the brawl in the tavern and sat everyone on their asses. He's not to be taken lightly.
I doubt he acquired those skills at the seminary.
You know how it goes. The nobles send their youngest sons to study for the priesthood, and our parish priest has blue blood in him. He probably learnt to fight at home before he went to university. That's how it goes with those aristocrats. But I heard something happened and he was roving the world for a while. I don't know what he got up to, though.
I do.
Another thing about Lubosh. I found armour in his house, covered in blood.
God preserve us. Everyone knows he was a violent oaf, but I never thought he'd stoop to murder. At least he never did that here.
I'm wearing that armor.
Good luck to you.
Ah, yep. Wash basin's not even full. Is this one? There we go. Haven't done that in a while. Right, what can we do in the meanwhile? What else did he say was available? Besides the priest?
Is there anything suspicious going on in these parts?
Nothing out of the ordinary, praise God.
Hang on, you said there was two things earlier. Now all of a sudden you're saying there's not?
May the Lord watch over you.
Maybe it's because he won't repeat to us?
God be with you. Do you need anything?
I've come in the name of Sir Hanish of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
I don't know how I can help you, but ask if you must.
Who was this Lubosh who was murdered?
You could see at first glance he was no good. I kept well out of his way.
Do you know who Lubosh used to spend time with? Kin or friends?
As far as I know, he had nobody at all in this world.
Yeah, everyone's saying the same
That's
thing.
all. Thank you.
I think I'm just going to wait till the evening.
May the Lord watch over you.
I'm trying to see if there's any extra work to be done here, but it doesn't seem to be the case.
Onions, garlic, delicious.
Ah, quest giver. Aha. Oh wait, that's the church. Unless his wife has something for us to do. I think the marker's just for him. Oh.
Good afternoon.
I've come in the name of Sa-
I don't know how.
Do you know who Lub...
As far as I know, he had no.
Yeah, they're all saying the same thing.
That's all.
May the Lord watch over you.
Yeah, why not?
I've got a bit of coin today. What better way to use it than a game of dice?
Here.
St. George, guide my hand. This'll be an easy win.
Wait, hang on. How'd that go bust from the get-go? What happened there?
We'll see.
Eh? I didn't get a chance to do anything.
Finished.
Right,
Come now, fortune favours the brave.
How come you've got funky dice?
Should I, shouldn't I? No, I daren't.
There's no end to this cleaning. There.
That's it.
Satisfied?
We'll see.
The game's ripping us off.
No point in pushing it.
Nah, I'm just playing some dice to pass the in-game time. So I'm probably going to lose.
What the hell's with these damn dice?
Ooh, nice. Bam.
That's it.
Go on, go bust. Damn it.
Now you.
Oh, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I hope that's the end of it.
As long as he doesn't get anything good here and I don't go bust on my next turn, I'll win. Oh my god, my
We'll
dog.
That's it.
Hang on, he took another roll.
Should I, shouldn't I? No, I daren't.
I win.
Damn!
Neener, neener. That barely passed any time, didn't it? Alright, that earned us some money back. Should I go for one more round, maybe? Why not?
I've got a bit of coin today. What better way to use it than a game of dice?
Watch, he'll absolutely destroys this time. I'll go like max offer. Watch him destroys.
I can't wait to see how you throw.
I bet I go bust on me roll again. This guy say somehow I went bust on me opening rolls. I don't know how. I'm risking it.
If I was in your shoes, I'd pass while the going's good. Your turn.
Right. Hang on. Hold the fucking phone, right? How are you able to choose your 2 1s plus your 2 6s? I tried the exact same thing on my opening turn, and the game wouldn't let us. What's with these rules? It's not letting me choose pairs. It's forced us to choose the ones. What am I missing? Weird.
I'll never
It's absolutely ripping me off this time.
We'll see. That's it.
Really? Oh,
This'll be the one.
It's playing very much in his favour at the minute.
Should
What?
I, shouldn't I? No, I daren't.
I don't even know what happened. Well, he's won. I'm just getting crap hand after crap hand, and it's not letting me pick pairs. What is going on? Like, normally you can choose a 3 and a 3 or a 2 and a 2, but it's not letting us anymore. What am I missing? I don't know how he got two roll. I haven't figured out how he got two rolls in a row. Right, he's won. There's no way I'm catching him. Ah, it's 100 gold down the drain. So you can get 3 of a kind, but I'm sure the games let me choose 2 of a kind as well. See, he's also got that Devil's Head dice, which I don't have. Which is basically like a Joker dice, so it can be any number. It's definitely let me pick 2 pairs before. He's won anyway.
Just what I wanted.
Bollocks. Oh, gained reputation. Hey. What time is it? Right, I'm going to quickly go grab some of that stew. I'll be back in a second. I'll just let the time keep ticking on.
Come right up. Fresh cabbage, carrots, onions, radishes. Everything you need for a proper soup.
Back in a minute.
Mushrooms, apples, carrots, cabbage. Cabbage! Lovely, delicious cabbage! Apples straight from the tree, melons right off the vine, and beetroot fresh from the fields. My! Have a look at those melons! Wouldn't they make a fine treat? Feel free to have a knock. Onions, garlic, delicious juicy cabbage, the freshest you can get. Garlic that will cure all ailments, and onions that will make you cry.
Alrighty then.
And cry for joy when you taste them.
Turn that fan off. There. Does... Ah, wait. I think I've knacked me ear more than it already is.
Come right up.
Alrighty then. I got stew. Good. I need somewhere to put it. As I normally put a towel over my desk so that I don't get crap on me mouse mat. Put all my shits on the mat and I cannot be bothered to move it.
Apples straight from the tree, melons right off the vine, and beetroot fresh from the field.
I don't know. He shouldn't be hungry. I normally feed him once a day. I think he's just being a whimsy shit. I have no idea what's going on with him. He seems to be doing that an awful lot. His obedience is 90. Apparently he's got armor. What? No, I think he's just howling for the sake of howling.
Good boy. That's my boy.
I think one of the other reasons with my ear problem, I think obviously what's not helping is obviously when I keep going on, like when I had me medication to try and get rid of it, like the 2 different courses of medication, I was obviously still wearing these while playing my games. And I don't think these are helping. Because obviously it's not giving my ear a chance to rest properly when sound's being blasted into it by massive ear muffs. Which is one of the reasons why, like I said, I want to get some sort of setup where I can play without the need for headphones. Again, I could turn my TV up now fairly low, but there's no fun in playing a game with the audio really low. So I want to get a better setup where I can have it turned up a decent, not like really loud, but you know, normal level.
That's a good boy. That's my boy.
See, it's picking them up there, but it's very low detection on the volume. The only way I could test this shit is someone like listening. Someone that could maybe tell if it's being picked up or not. Could you actually hear it being picked up?
That's a good boy. That's my boy.
No. No. Obviously, you can hear the game audio normal, but can you hear any sort of like reverb to the audio? I don't know how to describe it. Like, you'll have the actual game audio that you're hearing normally, but then is it picking anything up from this? Do you know? Can you tell? Have you got headphones? It'd be better with like if someone with headphones, because then obviously with headphones you'd be able to tell better.
Good fella.
They didn't even pick up anything that time.
That's my boy.
Hang on. Like I said, what you're supposed to do is just have the mic so it's facing completely away. It might help if I'm further back, you know what I mean? The mic's further away. The further the mic is, the better, probably. It's the volume level it's at there now. It's not stupidly loud, but like I'd love to crank it just a little bit more. See, where it's at there now is all right. Right, let's see.
Good fella. That's my boy.
Ah, right, okay. Well, it did say if you keep praising it, it would have diminishing returns, so... It sounds okay.
Apples straight from the tree, melons right off the vine, and beetroots fresh from the field.
Yeah, the mic's... I'm gonna get into a conversation with somebody. Let's have a look-see.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanish of Lipa.
I see,
I'm
now it's really
investigating the
picking it up.
massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
I don't know how I can help you, but ask if you must.
You see, now it's really picking it up. But again, I don't know what it sounds like to you. Because obviously I can't tell on my end. I could just go off of like the volumes gauges on OBS, jumping up when it's picking it up, you know what I mean?
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
There wasn't sight or sound of him for a long time. And then yesterday, he turned up at the church and even talked to the parish priest. I never saw him do that before. Probably had a bad conscience.
Keep in mind, though, that the audio from my TV versus the audio that you guys hear is slightly out of sync. Because the audio from the TV has no delay to it. Whereas the audio to the stream has like maybe half a second, and maybe less than that, maybe a quarter of a second, or not even that, millisecond. Sorry, it's like half a millisecond or something.
That's all. Thank you.
See, I'd crank the NVIDIA background noise cancelling and everything even higher, but if I crank it too much, it eventually starts interrupting me. Where are wavelength? Wavelength, will you open? Right. Ah, shit, did I fix this? Let me know if the audio starts, like, crackling and stuttering. Because obviously when I reset my PC recently, that the Elgato noise removal went back to being a bit crackly. I don't know if I managed to fix it or not. Let us know if it, like, my voice starts crackling or stuttering at any point. Right, so that's both Elgato and NVIDIA's noise cancellation on and cranked up to the max. But the problem with those filters are, like I said, that filter to cancel out noise, but to recognize vocal tone. So the one cancel vocal. So like I said, when I start speaking in-game.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanish of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well.
Oh shit, it's working.
A few questions.
I don't know how I can help you, but ask if you must.
It's completely cancelled it. Hey! Let's see how far I can push it.
Who was this Lubosh?
Right, now it's picking it up. Turn back down.
You could see at first glance he was no good. I kept well out of his way.
Right, I think I found the sweet spot, and it's a decent volume level for me as well.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhoff was raided?
I don't think he was home. I didn't see him all day.
Right, it's only picking him up every once in a blue moon now, so I think I've gotten a good sweet spot there. The only problem is with my camera won't zoom in anymore. So that's as far as it's gonna go. Great.
That's all. Thank you.
Basically, the mic filter has been quadrupled. Because there's an NVIDIA and Elgato cancellation on the Wavelink software, and then there's an NVIDIA and an OBS filter cancellation on OBS on the mic. So it's getting cancelled on both ends. Direct through the mic software, and then on OBS's end as well. So I think maybe with just a little bit of padding on the wall, it might completely cancel out altogether, so I don't need to wear headphones anymore. Like I said, I want to get that sort of setup where I can just chill without headphones.
God bless.
The volume level's alright. The only flaw to this sort of setup is, though, I don't know what the audio is like for you guys, you know what I mean? Because I'm going off of just the TV audio. Whereas the audio level for... Oh, shit. Whereas the audio level for you guys is changed. Bollocks. Now again, fixed it. Right. What time is it? My God, you've been swinging that sword all day. Go do some priestly things.
Do you have any work that needs doing?
My dear lad, I have more worries than I can bear. Another pair of shoulders would ease my burden. I have to deal with a local witch.
A witch?
The herb woman, old Gertrude. That devious hag who will stoop to anything. Like all herbalists, for that matter.
Oh, don't tell me. The cows are giving blood instead of milk, and babies are being born with 2 heads and a tail.
This is no laughing matter. Gertrude isn't evil. She just has peculiar ideas about what's good for people. A little bird told me she incited some Ujet's women to witchery.
Yeah, it's not picking up the voice at all now. That's great. Well, I must keep my TV volume level at a maximum of 15.
A little bird told you, did it?
You know how good people are at seeing the splinter in another's eye and not the beam in their own.
In other words, someone's been gossiping. And what's the problem?
As long as herb women stick to giving psychic to folk and bloated cows, assisting in childbirth, or burning incense in bedrooms to help with sleep, then nothing at all. But this is sacrilege, and it's unsafe. All sorts of molds and lichens and poisonous plants and other foul things go into those concoctions. I'd hate to see her poison some poor gullible lass.
What do you want me to do?
I want you to go and see her and find out what she's been up to. I know she lives in fear of the Holy Church, so tell her I sent you. That will make her talk and think twice about encouraging witchcraft. If you learn that she truly did involve folk in some foolishness, find out all you can and deal with it.
Yeah, it's as soon as I moved it forward there, it started picking up. So having a decent distance away, it's a good job I've got the TV. But I'm pretty much right back against the wall. I might have to move my desk though, because I cannot reach any of me things. So that'll have to come this way as well.
Consider it done.
Good. And never fear. I'm a man who always pays his debts. You'll find Gertrude, the old herb woman, in the woods. Take care now.
Playing with the devil. I want to see Gertrude, the herb woman, and find out what she's incited. In Ushit's women, incited the Ushit's women to do. We spoke of Gertrude, the herb woman, having brought a few Ushit's women to a witchcraft. I'm to speak with her and find out what's happened. I think I want to do the other mission first. I think that mission's also a bit freaky as well, if I remember correctly. Well, one year evening anyway, so... I think I'll just have a snooze. Oh, I'm not allowed in anymore. I've got to pay again. Ah. Shit.
Good day to you. What do you need?
See if I play like this just for even if it's just for like the next few weeks or so. Well, I go to the doctor's on Tuesday, so hopefully I get some more meds, and hopefully, like I said, if I just let my ear rest like this by not having earbuds or headphones on, hopefully that'll solve the problem.
Is there somewhere I could...
I suppose I could find something. For how long?
Just the one night.
Sure.
Here you go.
You all like it here. Like sleeping on a cloud it is.
No, it's not. You're a liar.
May the Lord watch over you.
Lying heathen. I'll tell the priest on you. Godwin will smite you. Have a quick snooze to top my energy up. I don't know. I might get my debuff here actually. Please don't get my debuff. Are you kidding me? Nightmares just for sleeping a little tiny bit? Fuck. Good job I got myself up. Mechanicals. Right, Father, where are thou?
Hey, where's my ale?
Father? Father? There he is. Dog, piss off! Seriously. Well, let the fun begin.
The
This
blessings
is like
of
the
our
only
Lord be-
quest I remember.
And with you, lad. Take a seat. I'm sorry I can't tell you everything, but maybe we can work something out. But first, I'd like to hear something about you, my son. With whom do I have the honor? Where are you from?
I'm from Skalitz.
Oh, I'm sorry. What about your kin?
They're dead.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Here, we'll drink to them. It must have been terrible.
It was terrible. It seemed so pointless. We had no warning. They just appeared and began the slaughter. God knows why. They killed anyone who didn't make it to the shelter of the castle. My parents, my girl, even the Deutsch who was on Sigismund's side. I didn't make it to the castle. I wanted to try and help my parents, but there was nothing I could do. Then I fled to Talmberg with the Cumans on my heels. They almost killed me. They slaughtered people in the surrounding villages. There was a pile of bodies in front of the church in Rovna. Folk who tried to take refuge there, but they...
My poor child. May God grant them eternal rest. And how did you come to get this assignment? I'd have expected Sir Hanish to send that old grouch, Bernard.
He did, but I found a witness and the trail led here to Ujits, so he sent me here to follow it up.
Ah, well, congratulations. It's nice to see someone using their head to find things out instead of torture. We'll have to drink to that. Now the most important thing. What actually happened at Noyo? The good folks hereabout are saying all kinds of terrible things, but I take most of it with a pinch of salt.
The rumours aren't exaggerated this time, unfortunately. The Neuhof stud farm was raided by bandits, but they didn't come to pillage or even take the horses. They only wanted to kill. They maimed the horses and slaughtered some people. I'm sure they would have killed more, but the bandits quarrelled among themselves and broke off the attack. And judging by what's left of our Lubosh, they're still settling accounts.
I see it's every bit as bad as people claimed. Dreadful. Well then, here's to those poor souls who had to die so pointlessly and so terribly.
I've told you all about me. Now it's your turn, Father. You don't look much like our parish priest at home.
Hang on, Vala. You'll have to wait. My bar food arrived.
I noticed you're pretty handy with a sword. I wouldn't expect that of a man of the cloth.
You know what they say. The Lord moves in mysterious ways.
But this is a bit more mysterious than others.
Let's just say I haven't always been a priest. Fate led me to places where affairs were settled by force. These days, of course, it's just a bit of exercise to keep me in shape.
I'll have a beer.
I noticed there's a woman living with you at the presbytery.
What of it? Have you never met a cleric who lives with a woman before? Mother Church won't let me take her to wife. Too afraid it might lose its property to any heirs she bore me. But she cooks and cleans. And, well, as a man, I have my needs.
I'm not sure the parish priest at St. James would agree with you.
I heard he was a bit odd.
Here you are. And good health.
Well, we've had an agreeable chat, but now let's get down to business. So, about this confessional seal. Do you really want more innocent people to die?
Henry, that's not how it works. There are matters in which you can't make exceptions because if you do it once, you'll forever be tempted to do it again. If people stop believing in the church because their confessional secrets are betrayed, they won't trust anyone, and that's worse than even the most hideous crime.
I need some tissue. Yeah. Only thing I hate about stew. Right.
I understand, but that means I've reached a dead end. Those cutthroats will strike again, and I can't stop them.
Chin up, lad. I might have a solution.
What?
If I tell you what Lubos told me, I'd be betraying the confessional secret.
Ale as usual.
But, first thing tomorrow, I'll try something I think might help you.
Word of honor?
On my soul.
I always wondered about the things a priest tells his congregation. Where on earth do you get the ideas for your sermons?
Well, Ujits is in Prague. It's not enough to instruct people. They have to be entertained, too. If I only read from the Bible, I'd soon be preaching to an empty church.
Got it for you right here.
Our priest wasn't exactly a bard. So what do you preach to your flock about?
It has to be something topical. Condemning vices. And, of course, describing them in detail. A tongue lashing about the two popes goes down well these days. And stories from real life, with a nice moral to them, are popular as well. Especially if they're about fornication and similar scandalous vices.
Can you give me an example?
Well, recently a priest by the name of Jan Hus started preaching in Prague, in the Czech language, and the people liked it. I hear he always has a full house. A journeyman who heard him told me what Hus is preaching, and I like the sound of it. I'm thinking about putting it in my own repertoire.
What's so amazing about it?
The preaching of Master Jan Hus about Mother Church. The lamentable wealth in which the church is drowning has turned to poison, and nearly the whole of Christendom is contaminated. Just like a flock of hungry ravens, they settled on this land to devour every grain of gold and silver. They know no mercy. Their hearts are corrupted by longing for wealth, and they shamelessly profit from everything. You want to baptize a child? Pay. You want to steal and murder? Pay and you will have absolution. What if the devil himself were to pay? Would he ascend to heaven too? With such money gained from the poor, they buy beautiful horses to ride and needless servants to pamper them. They gamble at dice and dress their whores in expensive furs, while Jesus Christ walked barefoot and had no place to lay his head. Look to your consciences, you robbers of the poor, for you are seen by God and his people too. Amen.
Yeah, it kicked in there for a second.
Jan Hus character is quite a rebel.
Oh, the congregation
I turned
will
my
love
mic
it.
boost down.
I don't doubt it.
Let's drink to that.
Funny. That last bit reminds me of someone.
What do you mean? My situation's completely different. Huth preaches against the prelates and the clerics who are robbing the poor. Look at me. I don't have a pot to piss in. I'm no better off than the folk I preach to. I'm one with them in poverty and suffering and everything that troubles them. I drink with them and curse those stuffed habits in Sasau Monastery.
How's the mic volume there now? Like I said, I've turned the gain on it down 2 levels, so... Yeah, during his little rant there, it picked him up.
Don't you think it's a bit odd when someone boozes and lives in sin with a woman and then criticises the Pope for debauchery?
No, I don't.
What do you think of this Jan Hus?
He's certainly a wise man. A little overzealous for my taste. If he got out of Prague and came here for a look, I'm sure he'd stop condemning drinking and lying with women.
Where can I find out more about his teachings?
You like it? I copied down some of his sermons. If you're interested, you can read them at my presbytery.
Good job, I just learned to read.
What do the common folk think of it?
They like it. They're happy to hear someone say what they think themselves, but are afraid to say aloud. Things that make them
Ale
angry.
for me.
And they're calling for change. In a few years, it'll have grown beyond control. You mark my words, the people will rise up, and the church will be shaken to its very foundations.
Yeah, unless they burn him at the stake first.
Nonsense. They can't burn a master of the most respected university in Europe.
Thanks for the sermon, but I think I've been morally uplifted enough. Oh, it's getting quite late. What are your plans, Father?
What do you suppose? We have a drink, of course.
This is the divergence point.
Got it for you right here.
Look here. So you want to choose. I'd say that's a good plan.
Ah, that sounds like a good plan.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Here we go.
Przyszła bida mora lat, to nie ustoi żadnej chlap. Na kraj padł dziesięć smutek, dziobnielo i rano utek, niech już małżeński majstrat, do wczera żylne staje prak. Už se jí bojí svatý muži, nechtěl bych bejbě jich učit. Na je to jedno a tak si dáme jedno a požadem si umí jako poslední jen. Buďme se vámi a do rána stávy a tak vypal sudy a posaď se mi sem. Tak posaď se sem a vypal je ven. Ukaž kozy jako vozy, zítra jen tu jsou nejdem, tak nalej mi hned a točí se svět.
Enough of this!
Bailiff! Come on over here, sit down and have a drink with us.
Don't vex me again, Father. It's 3 hours past dusk, and curfew is long gone.
So what?
So, I'll have you all whipped and put in the stocks, and I'll write a letter to the bishop about you, priest.
Well, nothing to worry about then. Everyone knows the only one around here who can ride is me.
Enough! Men, throw them out.
You looking for a fight? Henry, back me up.
Here we go.
Kurwa fix!
You gonna cry?
This won't take long.
One down.
A tankard of ale for me.
It's Dork.
So, my dear, would you like to have a
Here we go.
said than done.
I'd love to. And Henry, too, I'm sure. Right, Henry?
Stop that nonsense, Godwin. Are you out of your mind? What will people say?
Say what they like. What do I care? What do they do to me? Watch the step, my dears. Careful, you don't hurt yourself.
Godwin, you're a buffoon.
After you, ladies. What do you mean I'm in a private area?
Here we are. Look at this beauty.
Oh. We can't do this, can we?
Who says? Get ringing, wench.
This is wonderful.
Ah, bloody oath.
And now, my dears, comes the climax of the evening.
It only gets better from here. And go.
Godwin, you old goat.
Come here. Oh.
And it only gets worse from it. Here it is.
Well, I have to say that was a fine evening.
If you can't beat them. Best quest in the whole game.
Godwin, you beast! Get up! Do you hear me? Wake up, you drunkards!
Oh, fucking hell. Where the... Oh, what the... Oh, who the hell are you? Oh, Henry. My great friend, Henry. Didn't we have a wonderful time?
Well, you certainly did, you old lecher. Now you better pull yourself together quick. You haven't much time. There's some water and something to eat on the table there, but if I were you, I would move my hairy arse before my flock eats me alive.
Oh, step on in my head. My guts. My poor suffering stomach. What was that woman on about? Before my flock eats me alive. I've forgotten something.
You're supposed to give a sermon, mate.
What have I forgotten?
Where the fuck am I?
What the fuck was it? Mass! Oh, shit, I have to say mass. I gotta say mass. You have to help me.
How? You're the priest.
I can't do it in this state. Maybe the liturgy. But I have to give a sermon as well. Oh, this is a disaster. They're gonna excommunicate me.
I'd like to help you, but...
You can. You can do the sermon for me.
What? So, first I investigate a murder no one wants investigated. Then I drunkenly keep the whole town up all night. And now you want me to preach at them from the pulpit? Do you want them to burn us at the stake?
No. No, I've got it. Suppose as Sir Ratzig's protege, you just came from studying in Prague, and you want to share the words of Master Jan Hus, who you recently heard preaching there. Henry, look, from what I remember, we might have overdone it a bit last night. And if the bailiff or someone else complains about me, the bishop's gonna have my guts for garters. So I'd appreciate it if you stop gaping at me like a stuffed squirrel and start helping.
You're mad. You're stark raving mad.
I'm not. It's a perfect plan. It's flawless. Oh. How about this? If you help me with this, I'll tell you who Lubosh's cronies are.
Ah, look, he's all of a sudden willing to go against his vows as a priest. But no, he can't do that.
So all at once, the confessional seal isn't so sacred?
Don't mock me. I won't give you a second chance.
Well, all right. But I can't make any promises about what'll happen.
No, neither can I.
What do you want me to do exactly?
I'll go and start the liturgy. Then I'll introduce you. You give the sermon I told you yesterday in the tavern, and that's that. No need to drag it out.
Oh,
if it turns out well, I'll tell you what I know about Lubosh.
Christ almighty. Fine then. We have a deal.
Wonderful. Let's get to it then.
I can't remember. I was too much engaged. I wasn't really paying much attention to that part of it because I knew what was coming. How's the video and everything as well? I've bumped the bitrate back up and changed a bunch of settings.
I thought he'd never show up. The swill pump.
Look at him. He can hardly walk after his capers last night.
You were with them, you beast. Just you wait.
Look at him. Mother of God, any minute now he'll throw up.
So I couldn't sleep a wink last night with all that clamor.
In nomine Patris, et Filii, et Spiritus Sancti.
Amen.
Amen. Accepit panem in sanctas at venerabiles a manus suas. Hac facite in meam commemorationem.
He's gonna drink from it there.
Brothers and sisters, you may have had the honor of meeting Henry from Skalitz, who is here at the behest of Sir Hanush to investigate that heinous crime at Neuhof. You might not know that Henry recently visited Prague, where, by the grace of God, was able to hear Master Jan Hus from the esteemed Charles University preaching. I've managed to persuade Henry to stand here today in my stead and tell us what he heard. Because, as you all probably know, Jan Hus is a very popular preacher in Prague. So, Henry, you may begin.
Now I'm curious which
Well,
one
here
will
we go.
first.
I think it's all timed as well. Like you've got to be quick on the dialogue choices. It's one thing I don't like in games. Any game. Mass Effect and that started it. Like where you give them the multiple dialogue choices, but it gives you a timer, so you've got to be quick. Hello? Hello? Music's kicked in, but I don't see the bar filling up. The spinning ring's supposed to fill up with red as well when it's fully loaded. Buongiorno. Baba Bituna. hope it hasn't crashed. And it's a good job I saved after the midnight fiasco. I think it's crashed. I've always been curious, is there a way to keep the gain down on this, but boost the volume output on like OBS's end? You know what I mean? For the mic. I don't want to increase the mic's sensitivity. That's why it was picking up before. Yeah, he thinks it's crashed. Right. Oh, God. Yep, it's picking up again. It always happens, like, in the morning and in the evening. Yeah, I think I'll, might as well just leave that there for the night, to be honest with you. Yeah. I think I'll just boot it up, title, and then we'll just call it there. I hate that there's no way to, like, exit to the main menu with this game. It's just exit straight to desktop and that's it. Console version can exit the menu. For some reason, they didn't include that option on the PC version. But yes, it is. It's 2 o'clock in the morning here, so that's a good call. I think it is a good idea to call that. We'll get myself a lemon sip and then watch a few episodes of Eminence and Shadow.
Charles
And then
IV,
try
King
get
of
sleep.
Bohemia and Holy Roman Emperor, had a long and
hopefully be
successful
delivery.
reign.
I'll try that. I
The
think I'll have an
empire he
earlier
ruled
stream
from
tomorrow. As long as
Prague
my delivery
expanded,
comes tomorrow,
and
I'll
his
have a
subjects
earlier
lived
one.
in peace and prosperity.
But until then, I'm going to call that there for now. Thanks for sticking around, Sephiroth, and anyone that's stopped by during the stream. See him if you're watching the VOD on YouTube. Hope you enjoyed. There will be more to come. But until then, thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking around. And I'll catch you again tomorrow. Peace.